everything else that is here is set to go to the scrapper. Cannot believe that I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's supposed to do that.
Just took my fence down.
Oh, it's so sad to see.
The souls of so many cars. I am off to big property only an hour from my house this time. 300 vehicles, and they need to get rid of all of them. So I'm gonna go down, take a look. If I can get a decent enough deal, maybe I can do a few trips and get a few sweet rides. Rolling up on the place here. Can't even tell from the road that there's this many units in there. They're all kind of hidden in the back. Very exciting. When I say I've stumbled upon what is literally my heaven, I'm not lying. There is an insane amount of vehicles stuffed in here. And he said like, oh yeah, feel free to go into all the sheds and check out all of the different areas. And like, look at this thing is sick. Like I haven't even gone over there yet. Look at this suicide door Continental. I'm definitely interested in that. That thing is beautiful. There's so much here. And he said that he just started selling stuff last week. And then he's got to go through this whole property. Like you can see that there was something here. Gonna find some treasure. There's definitely a lot of units here, and I'm finding quite a bit of stuff I'm interested in, like stuff just buried. Like look at this, like that thing's cool. That thing already looks pretty cool. Just keep finding more and more awesome stuff. Look at this crew cab Ford here, so awesome. That thing is sick. I'm interested in this Mercury here. Like, oh man, I'm so happy to have space for this stuff. It's crazy how deceiving Google Maps can be, because this place just keeps going and going and going, and then there's still more over there. Still going. Oh, there's a VW bus. A bunch of Aerostars. He really liked his Aerostars. A lot of value and then a lot of no value. Collecting throughout the ages, you can tell which areas he was putting things throughout which years. Fields of cars keep going. We got some cool stuff over there. I see some Mercedes. That's a CRX. I like those. It's funny that we're at the point now where we're seeing these CRXs in fields. Like I remember seeing these on the road all the time. He said he's been selling stuff for a week. Guess I'm not that surprised. Look at this. See the buildup of snow there? That means somebody else has already opened the hood to see if the engine is complete and if it's in there. So let's see what they found out. It is. Yeah, it's pretty complete. Also, I'm interested in whatever the heck this is. It says Dodge on it. A Dodge Raider. Looks like a Suzuki Samurai or something. This is awesome. What do we got over here? We got some, actually, before we get to those, we got my ADHD is what we got. I'm going to go over here. I got to see it all. You know, you got to see it all in case there's that one gem that's hidden behind everything else. First Mercedes, very rusty. Going to take a pass. Second Mercedes, too new. Going to take a pass. That sure looks like an RX-7. That's a 200 SX Turbo. Nissan. Body's in decent shape. It's an auto. Well, that sucks. Smells actually good. I like the old smell of 80s Nissan. What's going on with this guy here? No drivetrain. I don't know what the chances are of this, and I feel like it's very, very slim, and this is ridiculous. I came into one of these little sheds here. I have an FJ1100 Yamaha, red and white, in my living room that I need a couple parts for. Fairings, actually. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what I'm looking for. What are the chances? I've now resorted to looking at the Google Maps to see where there are other cars that I have missed. And apparently there's a whole nother field over here. Oh, yes. And there it is. Let's go out there next. But first, let's look at these cars in the trees here. This is a pretty interesting unit here. It says, you mess with the best, you die like the rest. And this is yearbook 84. It's funny how these vehicles had absolutely no value at their time. They're gaining in value now, though maybe not these ones exactly. Oh, there's the keys in the trunk of that one. Somebody left them there and never looked back. It's not even that rusty, to be honest with you. Like, these cars just came in here and then the trees and everything just grew around them because you never kept up. Just a hoarder. I love me a good hoarder, though. These cars will eventually come out of here because they sold the property. I'll try to be here on that day. Obviously, I'm not getting these today, but you know, this one's a sedan, that one's a coupe. That one's a coupe down there, all just a bunch of old caddies. Still not ending. Here's that next field of cars, and then if you look in the trees over there, there's even still more of them. These were obviously all put here before there was any trees at all. And then the trees built in. Ooh, look at that nice truck. Old Fargo. I already have one of those.
There can be only one.
All these square bodies out here are all long boxes. Looking for a short box 4x4, but can't find any of them. Beautiful body. Shame. Well, better out here than crushed, although this stuff's probably gonna get crushed anyways.
That's called foreshadowing.
Let's go look at these guys. Oh, this thing's nice. Nice patina on it. Patina. I think it'd be cool. Just LS swap it. You know, just like everything. You just give her a little LS swap and you'll be good to go. This is exactly how I love to spend my Sundays. I don't know about y'all, but this is just pure perfection for me. Bunch of first gen Civics. You don't see these every day. I wonder if these guys are, any of them are in decent condition. It's got 3 of them here. That one's not terrible. I mean, I would take these. I wouldn't let them go to scrap. I could put them sideways on my trailer pretty much. Take all 3 of them home on one ride. I hope they don't scrap all this stuff. Beautiful Galaxy 500 here. And all the patina is matching, which is great. But then you get down over to this side and you look down there and she's pretty rotten. So that's not going to be on my list. Let me know if you guys see anything that you're looking for in particular, especially if it's a long box square body, because there sure are a lot of those out here. I wonder what that thing is. That actually looks pretty cool. What is that? Looks like some sort of European design of sorts. It is made in the USSR. Wow. Alrighty. Something Russian, like a Lada or something. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was right. Lada 1600. See a lot of those Russian guys screwing around with those things. Oh, hey, what's this? A long box square body. Never would have guessed. All right, I think I'm pretty much done here. Found a few that I like. Try to dicker with Buddy and hopefully take something home. I've just done some negotiating and I'm back to walking around now to see what else I can take. This is an hour from my house and there's so much here and whatever's not sold is getting scrapped. Said $72,000 is what they offered for all the units. I did the math. If there's like 300 there, that's like 240 bucks a unit, which is about scrap pricing, but I got to save stuff from here like now. Lots of stuff. Here's the reason that I came here in the first place is to come and pick up this engine applied to my wanted ad on Kijiji for a 455 Pontiac engine. And I just spent some time looking around this and wouldn't you know it, it's stamped on the side 350. So it's not even the right engine for me. However, it's just fate because now I've come and I'm looking at all these other vehicles. So whatever, forget the engine. I don't care about that. It's fate. Can't tell me otherwise. It's a done deal. I cannot believe that I'm doing this again, but I have purchased 18 vehicles from this place. Very exciting and I'm a little bit scared because it's a lot. But the price was right. I paid 13 grand for all of these units, so that is right around $720 a piece, and I also got 2 gas pumps included, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I got a lot of trips here and back. Woo-wee. The amount of work here is just starting to set in. I'm walking around and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, well, that one's mine. And I got another blue Ford over here. That one's mine. This is the unit that I'm loading up first. Nice little blue Ford pickup truck.
Elsie! He's racing and he forgot the most important thing. Lady, hold it!
This competitor is a 72 Ford pickup. Ford's built super tough.
Elsie! You forgot the lucky scarf. I knit it for you. Oh, Mom.
Beautiful little unit. Minimal rust. Just a nice looking ride. Nice, that works. It's a good thing about these old school windows. All right, first unit to be moved. Oh boy, this is gonna be quite the tug. Oh, fuck yeah. This thing hasn't moved in probably quite some time. Yeah, impeccable steering here. Impeccable. Nice. It's now like many hours later. I've got this little guy, Ford Zodiac, and we are on our way. All right, first guy is getting unloaded here. Oh yeah.
Ford again sets the fashion with the new Zodiac. Better motoring in every way. For the motoring you have dreamed about at costs you can afford.
Let's see if we can get her off of there. There we go. Beautiful. The Ford here is a little bit of a different unload. There's nothing really behind it, so we are strapping it directly back to this tree. Ass on here. Woo! Go me and my fat ass. Ooh, your non-fat ass.
And another one done.
Another one. I just bought all of these trucks. I didn't look underneath the hood of pretty much any of them. How many kilometers is not even the slightest of an issue. Like, who cares? I don't know if they're autos or manuals. I just don't know anything. I was just like, you know what, that's cool. And I like it, so I'm gonna buy it. So that's how I got 17, 18, 19 going up units. And I'm just a little bit worried that in the future, I regret the vehicles that I didn't buy that go to the scrap. But I also don't want to be a hoarder. I want to live like it's a museum, you know? So I'm kind of cutting the line between being a hoarder and living a life of regret. And I don't want to live a life of regret or a life of a hoarder. So that's why I think that, you know, 17, that's a pretty reasonable number, right? I got 60 acres here. It's not like I bought all 300 of them. It is the following Saturday, nearly a full week later, and I have found myself in the middle of a little bit of drama. I like to avoid drama as much as possible, but the collector of said vehicles has come over and seen a few of them missing and has some separation anxiety, which I can understand because he's having times where he remembers, oh, somebody offered me 10 years ago, somebody offered me $3,000 for that one, and we're not there right now. I'm taking a whole lot of them and I'm coming with a brick of cash. So it might not be $2,000 here and $3,000 there, but it's 13 for a lot of them. In the end, he is just passing the torch down to me because I am also just going to be staring at these vehicles like what he's done for the last 30 or so years. And eventually they will be turned into projects, like I'm sure he's been saying for the last 30 or so years. I did this yesterday and I couldn't really film picking it up because there was a lot of drama going on. I just had to get him up and out of there and leave. But yeah, 4-door Lincoln Continental here, Bedford BA wagon. At this point, I wasn't being greeted by the collector with open arms.
I'm Zangief, I'm bad guy.
But things will start to change as the reality of the crushening creeps in.
But this does not mean you're bad guy.
She's a little stuck right here. Hasn't even gotten far yet. Stuck on the oil pan. It's a bit of a rough Continental, but you know, the other side's better. It has windows that are still in there, so that looks nice.
Steadily it rises. Public preference for Lincoln Continental 65 will be motordom's symbol of quality. Styling refinements evolve naturally from the basic concept.
Got a little bit of Bondo here, just a wee bit. You can tell she's been around the block a little bit, but that's okay. Beautiful unit. I love the style of these things. Here it is, still buried in the bush. Trees growing through it.
You're looking at a 187-ton log train, and we're about to pull it with our tough new Chevy, overloading far beyond normal capacity. They're moving, actually pulling 187 tons on this level road.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna have to cut that. These square bodies has that bend right there because they didn't reinforce it. And you can buy the reinforcement after and put it on, but this one wasn't done.
While it was in the staging lane, the hood was bent while being closed, as you can see.
It's a nice old square body. Mint. I'm not sure if this hood is just gonna fly up while I'm driving, so my game plan right now is to just hop on it and hope it closes. Oh God, that actually worked. CRX has been excavated out of its tomb.
Surprise! CRXSI.
5-speed manual, 227K, minty unit. Got it in neutral and we got the e-brake down, but when you open up the door here and you look right there, that's not what you want to be happening. Now I've got the 2500 Sierra attached to the winch, but it's just me. So I'm gonna control the winch and I'm gonna push and I'm gonna steer. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Rocket, Barb! Rocket!
Tip number 1, release your winch cable first. Yeah, well, you know. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I just took my fence down. Oh, no. It rolled right over the barb.
Rocket, Barb! Rocket!
Here, heading back for another load. Next unit's been pulled out of its hole here, getting ready to pull her up.
Dodge for 1954 for a new thrilling adventure and elegance on the open road.
This is Rod. He's been helping me out. I really appreciate all the help. Oh, it's a nice ride. Out of the ground for the first time in many years.
This is Car Life's annual award. This is the car they awarded it to. The 1965 Mercury. Give it some thought.
There we go. Little Bobby and Mercury.
Cruising up and down the road.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's supposed to do that. And the assembly line continues. Oh, that's great. Next up, we need the Lincoln Continental over there. Throw her in reverse, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry! Put it in reverse! Oh, Lord! Lord, Jesus! Oh, Lord!
Well, after way too long, as you can tell just with all the scooching on the ground here, we've finally got the Continental in its final spot. Making a house a home is what we're doing. Or a junkyard. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't a junkyard. Just kidding. Rusty. We are going to put the Mercury over there in that spot. But this is what the jack arm looks like. Yeah, so hopefully that pops out when I hook my truck up to it. Ta-da! Got the receiving lane there. And then we got these guys in their final spot, starting with this guy here. We're gonna load up the other little guys going along that way there. Then we got the big sedans circling the pond here. It's the next morning, and it's the next load. It's as easy as that. Just look at that tree growing out of there. Awesome.
I drive a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they're built tough. Right, Daddy? Right, and I bought a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they were built tough. Right, Daddy? Yep, and I drive a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they were built tough. Right, Daddy? That's right, yeah. My daddy came to Texas in a covered wagon. I had to learn about Fords on my own. I'm a smart old bird, ain't I?
I don't give a goddamn how famous I am or whatever. It don't matter to me because I'm about dead anyway, so what I give a shit.
Picking up my next ride. Four-door Cadillac there, and I decided to take a little walk. There's a few more of my vehicles over here, but look at how much work they've done since I first came through. This is all scrap metal, and then this whole area was all filled with trucks and whatnot, and it's empty now. Saving them, literally saving them from the crusher. I gotta find what else I'm interested in before it also gets crushed. That one's mine, I'm taking that one. There's also one on the other side that I am taking. Should I take these? Fuck. What a shame. And so many cool old tractors. For the first time in months, I am finally back and I got my next load here. Last time I was here, it wasn't green. A lot has happened since the last time I was here. Mainly the market has done a big flip-flop, unfortunately. Because of that, it means I'm gonna be selling some of these vehicles because I still need to pay for the SEMA truck and I'm not made of money, although I wish I was. So if you're looking for a green Fargo, I think I'm gonna know a guy that has one.
When I sold you this new Dodge custom swept line, I made a terrible mistake in the price. I knew it. You didn't charge enough. Oh, no, I charged too much. Too much? Hey, Wallace!
The new custom swept line automatic special. See it today.
The goal right now is to have the Fargo not roll into the BMW. Well, I was holding and trying to film at the same time, and yeah, well, you know, that's kind of obvious what I guess was going to happen. But that's okay. Luckily, we don't really care too much about that. All right, we're back for another load. Getting this bad boy up here.
How's my driving?
Am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.
You can keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
What are the chances that this strap is making it all the way up to the top of this? When is it gonna snap? It's not a matter of if. There's no chance. If it makes it up here, I will be absolutely astonished. Oh God. And there she goes. Now that it's up enough, we have gone straight cable.
To get to Pontiac, one must make one's way through a veritable jungle of cars. And then, there it is, the celebrated wide track that leads only to Pontiac. A la Wumba, a Laguna, Cucamonga, which of course translated means, farewell from Pontiac.
You had to buy the fucking pump that was plumbed into the ground. Well, what are the chances the thing's gonna be plumbed into the ground still? Come on.
There's a hole in the floor.
Yeah, that'll happen. It was at this point Burnished Boudoir reached out for a photo shoot on my property, which you know I said yes to, and I've even got permission to share. So enjoy. All right, next load here. Look at these two units. I think it's gonna fit. Rear is on the back, that's all that we need. So I'll strap it right like that and she'll be fucking mint. This row in the field gets another unit. Starting with the smallest car and then getting a little bigger as it goes down the line and ending with this big old Cadillac LaSalle right there. Hey, Rusty. Yeah, that's right. Right, Coco. Yeah. Have at her, bud. Next day, next load. This is a Cadillac. I don't know, some sort of a Cadillac.
The Cadillac V and Crest have never before represented so much in quality and beauty and performance. See it today at your Cadillac dealers.
Well, this place sure is looking a lot different now. A lot of these vehicles are out of here. Some of them are still here. Still a few cool things left. I took like 3 of them from this corner over here. So now it's all nicely cut grass. It's becoming land again. Ugh, scary. Who wants that? Got to have it covered in units. Of course, obviously. Had to get some additional help thanks to 3 sets of booster cables that I carry around with me at all times for this exact reason. But we are now good to go. All right, this setup here, I haven't set up the chains. I just used straps. Okay, fine, we'll stop playing around. Do it like big boys with some chains. It's officially been at least 2 or 3 months since I was back out at that property. And those 2 rides that I wanted were pretty buried, so they were waiting until they cleared out a bunch more scrap until I could get to them. And that time is now. So it is autumn, trees are beautiful. I'm on to the last 2 rides. Hopefully I get to pick them up. And then there's also a very cool Texaco fuel truck, and I want that too. So we'll see what the whole place looks like, and maybe there's some other treasures I was missing, and hopefully they can clear this place out, because that was their whole thing, is they needed to clear out the whole area because the property was sold. And there's one of them. Sweet. Pretty good looking little coupe. All right, we got the chain around the hitch. Kind of unknown if that's going to be strong enough, but we're going to find out. Oh, it works. Whoop, whoop. Might have spoke a little too soon. Sat in that spot for a long time. Oh, it's a good looking little car. Donna's over there now, pulling out the final unit. Just pushing around a bunch of others to get to it. Still a lot of stuff there, but definitely can't deny that there is a lot of stuff that has been cleaned up. And there's just piles of, I believe, just debris on the left and then metal on the right. But still a lot over here. I don't know, we'll go explore and see what's down there. There is the Texaco truck that I am a little hot and horny about. Wow. Where once all of those old 60s cars sat, there's nothing. And wow, holy smokes, this whole field. Every single car out of here is gone, except for that Fargo truck. Holy smokes, all of this got scrapped. That is insane. But that's the reality of what happens when these hoarders sell their properties. You know, it's just, wow. Looking up to the next one here. Will it move out of its tomb for a long time? She's going, oh, nope. Round 2. It's moving. Close to the front, but it's good. Sweet. That's a cool looking ride. That was a good era right there. I tell you what. Coupe de Ville. Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Yeah, and I'm in hell, sliding through Palmdale, skating on jagged rims. Just talked with Don a little bit there and confirmed everything else that is here is set to go to the scrapper. So he told me do one more walk around, and if there's anything that I want, then now's the time to tell him, because this stuff is all going to be gone in the next month. They're just doing load after load. And that's what you got to do to get the thing cleared, and at least you're getting paid for it. But it's still crazy to see these cars. Like, this is such a great car. I'm sure somebody could use it. And then you look at the front end and it's already getting crunched up, and it's like this whole thing is going to be crunched. It's such a shame. This thing is pretty cool. This is about as close as you can get to saving something else. It's a Delta 88 2-door. It's pretty much complete too. Should I save that? Should I save the Delta 88?
I can't take this kind of pressure. I must confess, one more dusty road would be just a road too long.
Oh, I really want this one too, but you gotta get the full-on chainsaw out. Squeeze it out otherwise and just damage it, but these trees have fully encompassed this Dodge here. An adventurer.
I worked on a reservation. Once in an Indian nation, you're worthless.
Down to more scraps around here, and unfortunately that green Cadillac that I wanted but was told was already sold is now gone. So I knew they were coming to pick it up. I'm just sad about the reality of it. Holy, look at these piles of twisted metal. Looking closer at these piles and you can kind of recognize some stuff. That looks like it might have been a horse trailer. And that's an engine, gigantic engine from something. Got an axle here, a few axles. All this stuff had its use, and now it's time to get recycled and put back in the chain. Aw, I would have taken that. Oh, there's another one. Is that one mint still? No, of course not. Oh, I'm too soft. Worthless. I can't have that song sing in my head forever. Delta 88, you're getting saved, buddy. You will live to see another day. Not worthless.
Life can be great in an old 88. Get this 88. Delta 88.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, goodness. Probably not the best spot. Oh no. Oops. Now I got it around the axle. Hopefully that does it a little bit better. If this doesn't work, then I'm probably just gonna leave this here to get crushed, which is a crazy thought, but it's just what it is. Oh yeah, look at that. This car doesn't want to be crushed.
Not today, Satan.
All right, we're gas pumping, baby. It's a Texaco. There's the good side. Oh yeah, that is sweet. That is going right beside the other one, right there. All right, little gas station. It was around this point that I ran into property owner and collector Bill. It seems it went from us being the bad guys snatching the rides from his property.
Why am I the bad guy?
To us being the good guys saving what we can from the crusher.
I am the good guy.
Good guy.
It's been a few weeks since I was at the property and I'm heading there right now. Apparently, the scrap guys have been very busy and they have been crushing a lot of things. And apparently, my Texaco truck got in the way and half of it has been kind of wiped out.
Everyone knew that whoever let the sadness overtake him would sink into the swamp.
I just got to get stuff out of there. That's what the mission is today. But in the meantime, I had the Saving Classic Cars guys come by and I told them about this property. So they have been there, and despite them being 3 hours away each way, they have bought 12 vehicles and they are saving those classic cars. So I love how small of a world it is and that I'm able to actually save 12 more vehicles by being able to pass this place on. Hey Bill, I've been making a YouTube video about kind of the vehicles that I've been saving from out here. Yeah, interested in being in my video at all? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm here with Bill. He is the man behind the collection. How long have you been keeping these vehicles in this property here?
Probably in 1951.
Oh wow, hey, cool. And then they've just kind of been slowly acquired and put away over that time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You've been doing a great job keeping these vehicles from being crushed. I like to think that myself and Jay over there with Saving Classic Cars have tried to cherry pick the best stuff. So obviously some other stuff that you sold before we were here as well, but it's an awesome collection. You've got a really good eye for some good rides because there's a lot of cool stuff for sure. Thank you, I appreciate it. Got Jay giving me a hand over here. Cadillac Coupe de Ville is loaded up and we are now going to go look at the carnage from the crushers to see what all is left and how it looks in there.
Come on, Artex.
First look around this corner, that's where the Lincoln Continental was, and everything is gone. It's desolate. I'm scared of what I'm about to see.
What's the matter? What's wrong?
This is probably gonna break a lot of your hearts because all of this is gonna be in one video. Wow, whoa! Everything is just crushed and stacked. This is nuts. The souls of so many cars. Oh, they even crushed that Fargo. I would have taken that. What a sad sight. Holy shit. Wow. I'm taken aback by this. Look at that, was a cool car. I would have saved that. But I didn't. And now there it is. And that Fargo was apparently accounted for. And Don did say that he was upset about some of the things that they crushed that they weren't supposed to. So I'm sure that was it. And like all the trims and emblems and everything that could have been peeled off in a half second. Jeez. Oof. And it goes deeper. It is deep. Are my 2 units crushed in here? I'm not feeling very good about it.
Come on, boy. What's the matter?
I see that they are still in there.
I understand. It's too difficult for you.
It says sold do not crush on the back of it. It does not appear to be crushed. Front end of this truck is on it, but that's all right. And here's my Texaco truck. Is it actually touching? Very slightly, but I think it's okay. It says sold, do not crush. And then if we go to the other side over here.
Artex, you're sinking! Come on, turn around! You have to!
That has been absolutely crunched in all the way.
Artex! Fight against the sadness, Artex!
And it's toast.
Artex, please?
And same with the door up there.
You're letting the sadness of the swamps get to you.
Look at how cool this Texaco truck was. And then here is the pile. Let's get down there and see what's going on back there, or if they've even reached back there yet. What a crazy contraption this thing was. Wonder what that was used for. Maybe like at the airport or something. If anybody knows, let me know. Super short. What a weird body on it. It's only a half body. So something is like supposed to slide in there or something. Doesn't really look like they have gone any further past this point here, because everything back here appears to still be the same. Sounds like Jay's gonna try to save that bus. And then he said that there was a Crown Vic or two. Probably that there that he also wanted to save. Oh, it appears that was a lie, and they have been getting at it in here. Aerostar down. Looking like a sad sight compared to what it was. I'm sure a lot of people would argue that this is much nicer than it was, but not to me. Kind of a cool license plate. Where's it from?
Newfoundland.
Oh, yeah. This is a G body here.
Yeah, those are going up.
Yeah, they sure are. Grand Prix. This is a nice Crown Vic. I mean, nice is a term that is in the eye of the beholder. Somebody's going to be sad that this thing's getting crushed. What's in there? Yeah, it's got something in there. According to this here, if it's original, it has got the old 4.9 liter. Pretty sweet Bronco here. That's a goner. And like, I guarantee there's somebody out there that needs that tail light, which is in excellent shape, and that emblem. I don't actually know what that car was, but notice how I say was, because it is no more. Oh, this is such a cool tailgate. Damn. And I'm gonna be unsafe and climb up and try to get some parts off the Fargo. Because why not? Parisian. Aw. The grill bits are toast. That's a very cool Fargo emblem in the front, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that off the hood, however. I could probably take. Oh, wow. A nice non-rotted dually box with the flares on it in mint shape for a Dodge 3rd gen truck. Somebody's not going to be happy to see that. Whew, what a sight to see. Consider it saved. I gotta drag this back with me now. Wow, look at this area in here. Everything is cleared out and gone. This is all in the crush pile now. And all the trucks that were in the trees are all gone. Just cleared out. The wreckers came in and they left no victims behind. Oh, there's my ride there that I'm coming back for. At least they haven't crushed that. I wonder if they took the gas pump. I was gonna ask about that. I completely forgot. Jeez. That is something else. Ooh, it looks like they might not have gotten all the way back there yet. Rusty knows exactly where we're going. Uh-oh, that's not a good thing. Nope, gas pump is gone. And by the tracks out here, it looks like he just came and grabbed it and went. That's all right. Can't get too greedy about the whole thing. That's how she goes. Oh yeah. Speak of the devil. There it is. Womp womp.
Today, Satan.
That sucks. This area over here is starting to look pretty grim as well. Not much left. This thing is still here. Not exactly certain what it is, a Chevy convertible of sorts. Yeah, I don't really know. It looks like it's in pretty good shape though, kind of halfway through being restored, or at least the exterior. But it's still here, meaning that it passed the save test. I wonder what's in here.
Big tractor type.
Wow. Just junk on top of junk. Nice trunk here. Junk in the trunk. Jeez. Ooh. Atari 2600? Mint. Oof. It's just overwhelming. The level of stuff. Oh, those are cool. There's some nice hubcaps in here. I should save those. Just engines, chilling. I'm sure they're good engines too, or else they wouldn't have been pulled and stored. I love looking around in old places like this. Who knows what treasures you might find. Ooh, there's upstairs. What's upstairs? Whoa, been reclaimed by the cats and the pigeons. What a scene, like that's beautiful. I have no idea who makes most of those, but I'll be able to just slap them randomly on cars. One more barn to look through. What do we have in here? I like these hubcaps. There's only 3 of them, but that's okay. This is cool. This is a cigarette dispensing machine. That's awesome. Oh, and that's a cool Coca-Cola case beside it too. Oh, there's so many treasures. Anything good in here? Nothing good for me. What a sight. Fleetwood. Bummer. Nice little Mercedes. It is getting smushed, 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 smushed. Somebody out there wants stuff off of that, but they're not gonna get it because this guy's gonna get it. Send in the clamps.
Clamps may have a little surprise for them.
The clamps! Right?
It's been a few more days and I am back on my way to pick up these units. Only really the Oldsmobile left and then the Fargo, and hopefully the wrecker guys are there and they can move some stuff and bring it out into a spot where I can load it up and get it out of there before it gets crushed. It's Wednesday, so it's been 3 days of them being there working. So we're gonna see what everything looks like. These are the guys that have caused me some misery, but it's the circle of life. These things get recycled. Yep, I am here on the day the scrappers are here. That's pretty cool. There goes that pile of metal. How's it going?
Not bad, how are you?
Pretty good. You guys are just cutting the cats out and draining the fluids?
Yeah.
Cool. I've got a truck that's in here that I figured I'd come and bug you guys about on a day when you were working. It's a green Fargo. It's just kind of in and behind. I was hoping that maybe we could drag it out here and then I could
Is it still here?
lift it up. Yes, it is.
Okay.
And it looks okay.
Leave it, shove it away.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, that was so easy. It sounds like he probably would have been just totally fine with saving that Texaco truck if I had just come here earlier. I can't haul it though. My trailer's too small. It is big enough for the other Fargo, so that's what we're grabbing, if it's still okay. You will be saved. Just clearing the way. Oh, it's so sad to see. But I get it. I get it. The value's in the scrap for sure. Is that even gonna be able to lift it? Cool. Wow. That is awesome. Yeah, basically we drag it all the way that way and then we just drag it forward. Sweet. All right, first look. I'd say it looks just fine. Going left. I don't even see that Fargo anymore. They've just got a few more rows now. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Now I gotta back my unit up into here. Worthless! I was in the Indy 500.
I once ran the Indy 500. So much for fortune and fame.
I know, Rusty, I'm crying too. Worthless. All hooked up, and today we are doing it the redneck way with the triple booster cables because I forgot to charge my battery pack. Status report. I did flatten out the bottom of the front of this. However, we're now at the point where I can do this. Oh yeah, no problem. It's always a satisfying moment here, like pulling something out of your tooth. Oh yeah, I bet that one felt good. All loaded up, and you know what? Kept seeing this little license plate in the ground and gotta save it. What year was this guy? 84, all right. Here we got Don. He is the curator of this property here, and he has very good taste in sweaters, I must say. We're wearing the same one. Same thing as the last place I went to. Costco with the gray sweater. They're always coming through. I appreciate you letting me wander around, Don, and showing me everything and helping me out with saving some of these rides here. From this angle right here, it looks like that van is on those tracks. The Boss Garage, I believe, has something like that. The Shermanator, a square body on top of tracks. Last time the Country Park was on the outside. This time we've got 3 more rows. That's the reason I couldn't see the Fargo, is because it's just buried in there. Oh, Here we've got the Aero Stars. Yeah, they're putting in work out here. This is pretty crazy. I've never seen this before. GMC 4000 V6 with a giant hydraulic cylinder doing something on the front of it. That's a cool grill too. With the GMC right there. Can I get this off? Probably not that easily. It'll be gone too. Oh, that would look so good on a wall. That makes me so sad. Yeah, that explains where those 3 rows of vehicles came from. We are completely cleared out back here now. There's nothing left. Wow. What a crazy sight. I've never actually experienced a full dispersal of a place from start to finish like this, and it is blowing my mind. Way back behind these barns, I happened to find another one here. This thing has been here forever. This has got to be one of the oldest barns on the property, if not the oldest. Wow. Look it in here. This is so cool. Frost Cop, anti-freeze, no freeze. Firestone white tire coating. Like, this is pretty cool stuff, actually. Like, what's white tire coating? Why would you want that? Just years of decomposition in here. Look at this. For a truck, green bug deflector. Oh, it's all just gonna get crushed. I guess I should maybe take that can. That's pretty cool. Climbed up into one of the campers that's around here, and look at this haul. We've got all the Super 8s that you could possibly want. I think that that's what this is. I'm not even totally certain. Are those worth anything? Even as a collector value to somebody. We've got a vinyl player in here. And a bunch more of these 8-track. There it is, 8-track stereos. Super 8, 8-track, close enough. We got a bunch of cassettes. And then we've got the cassette player, the master copy right there. So many rims, and I bet there's a home for a lot of these. These are a nice set of wheels for a Cutlass. Ooh, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and there's a lot of one man's trash over here. This truck is getting the honor of being lined up in the front row. I'm gonna take my Nash Metro and place it on the back of this. It's gonna look perfect because they're the same color. Actually amazing. 3 out of 4 wheels roll, that's pretty good. Straighten the old bumpers out, go ahead. Off to the property. Gonna be grabbing the Oldsmobile 88 along with potentially Pontiac engine and some memorabilia from some of these other vehicles that they're crushing. Property is right in front of us here somewhere, and it is a spooky one today. Hopefully the crusher guys are gonna let us work in here, even though you can barely see. The cars are getting thicker. This is a sweet plow truck. Ooh, and that might be the deck that I want right there. I actually want this whole truck. Look at how sweet this is. I bet this truck was running and driving. Pretty crunched up now. Well, I can still probably take this deck. Look at this, it's a tilt deck. And this deck is the exact length that we need. It can just be unbolted relatively easily. So I'm gonna talk to this guy. Hopefully he'll let me just peel this thing off of here. And look at this setup inside of this truck. So cool, there's so much going on in here. But now it's getting crushed. That's the way she goes.
That's the way she goes.
The grill that I wanted to take is gone. That was there yesterday. Hopefully it's just been moved up here. I'm not certain. A nice view to come and walk in here now. That is sad. It was in such good shape. It could still be pulled out of here and displayed because it is still nice, but it's just like at this point in time, I don't know, it's a lot of work to bring it back to my place looking like this. This is the Texaco sign I kind of wanted, but it's curved. Yeah, you know, just forget about it. Forget about it. It has like cool latches on the top of it too. That'd be kind of sweet to take, but forget about it. Oh, kind of a cool front end on the bus. Forget about it. This store is definitely awesome though, with the mirror and everything. Texaco Torrington gas and oil supply. And the door comes off. Well, don't jam your finger. You only get 10 of those. 11? All right, I'm in. Yay! Well, it makes me very sad to see these 2 cab overs getting crushed. So I'm going to, at the very least, take the doors off of them. That's a pretty cool door with the little window there. That one says Pink Panther Farms on it. We're gonna save something. Look at how wide that one is. This thing's narrow. Like, this is ancient. The fact that that's not actually on that kind of makes me want to take this truck. Pretty interesting cab in here. And this one has its engine still. And this thing is very precarious. Definitely got to save this grill from the wrecker. That is some beautiful wall art right there. I'd love to take the bumper too, but it's a little bit worked into everything that's going on there. Consider it saved. Look at those cool roof lights on this thing.
I'm upset.
Why is that?
All of them are gone.
All of what are gone?
All of these are gone.
All of these are gone. This is the deck. They're coming over to take it right now. This is going to be interesting.
Clamps. Clamps. Clamps.
Wow. You guys work at a scrapyard and then they just brought you out here?
Yeah.
Fuck, you might be a good person to talk to. Like, did you disperse a few farms like this?
Oh, yeah.
We got like a museum is what I call it. Classic cars and whatnot. So I'm always looking for stuff. I mean, obviously pay you more than scrap metal values for the stuff I'm interested in.
Sure.
Wow.
And my tools about full.
Oh, your toolbox. It's still on there somehow. It's just hanging off the end. Oh, it's about to fall. All right, so we're flat with the ground here. She's overhanging just a wee little bit. This is probably the worst place to be standing in this whole place. And we did hear it settle recently too. Oh, there's the ram that dually box came off of. I guarantee there's somebody out there that wants that front end. Just loading up the Delta 88 here. Well, that whole rear bumper situation, it's not getting any better. That it looks like it's not really enjoying getting dug into that right now. But you know, skid steer can kind of half-ass fix that on the other end. So, what are you doing, Rusty? And Coco, such nice puppies you are. Yeah, I probably should have done that in the first place, but what are you gonna do? Got it up on my trailer here, and it would appear that while it was dragged through the field, it picked up a torque converter right there. So that's fun. I'm just dealing with trying to get that out of there. Steering still works on this bad boy, which is great. So I've turned it all the way, and oh, that sounds like a loose torque converter. Sure is. I'll leave that for the scrap guys. Holy smokes, man, it just keeps coming. Don't really want to be spraying the next guy following behind me on the road. Suspension components still look all right. Body actually still looks not half bad on this thing. Good looking haul we ended up with. Grabbed this Kenworth grill, got this exhaust door for the Texaco truck, a Bigfoot drilling door, and a door from a cab over, along with some other mirrors and little knickknacks. Trying to get everything that I can before it's all crushed. Now that the actual reality of the crushening is happening. It's unload time, and I don't really have anything for the chain to attach to in the field, except some destruction derby units. Hopefully I can just yank her off. Dragged it a bit, but it did manage to plant itself after a few feet. Yeah! Look at that! Look at that!
Would you look at that?
It has been another 2 weeks, and I'm heading back to the property. We'll see what's changed since then. There's gonna be even less. Slowly picking away until there's nothing left. Holy smokes, they've put in work. Everything that was here is all just crushed and gone. Those 3 cab overs are gone. Well, 2 cab overs and 1 Dodge. I was kind of still interested in taking the door off of one of them. A couple of them actually, but you know, that's what happens. SEMA got in the way. It's an international grill. And that's my deck. At least that is still here, ready to go. They pulled it out. We'll pop that off, throw it on my trailer, and I'll be out of here. I don't know if I'll ever be back. Just knocking the pins out of this deck right here, because other than those 2 pins and a couple hooks at the front, which are already taken out, that's all that holds this thing together. It is basically ready to just flop out onto my trailer. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see how this works. I can see the excavator arm moving around over there. He said he was gonna come help me out, which I really appreciate. Thank you to Jordy and Dante. But in the meantime, let's take a quick peek around where those 2 cab overs were and the Dodge. I'm sad, I wanted those doors. But what can I expect? I would have liked to take the cabs too. I mean, they were very cool, but can't really save them all, and I went to SEMA. This is what happens when you come back. Ooh, it looks like all of these cars actually fell over. Holy, that's pretty gnarly. They got everything else out of here. This has all been, wow, this would have been an adventure to get this stuff out of here. Holy, look at that. All the units on the other side are all gone too. This is all gone, which means that those cab lights that were bullets that were very cool is also gone. Looks like this is the only one that hasn't really been completely crushed yet. There's only one door that's available and it's all right, but not quite up to my standards. So I'm gonna pass. Ruthless. Take no prisoner approach here. But here's that adventurer that I kind of was looking at originally that was dug into the trees. It's all here. Valiant right there. C930. I'm sure there's people looking for headlight buckets and this and that. Wow. And everything down here is now gone. Just these housing units that I don't know what they're gonna do with. This is what we have. Oh, look at, I see the lights. They're way up there. There's a few of them left. Oh, and I see a door too. Just damaged. These cab overs are in here somewhere. Fuck. Along with that bus. It's probably not worth taking them off. Whatever. Can't say I didn't come up here and take a look at the very least. I've walked over to the other side of this pile of what basically just looks like airplane wreckage here. If you look close, I recognize that patina. This is the cab over, or at least some of it. I'm glad I saved the door at the very least. What a sad, sad sight to see. Sure, somebody could have used all of this stuff. Feel free to spam my comments with whatever it is that you would have saved and what I should have saved that I just didn't know was valuable. Because I know that there's gems here that I didn't know were gems. And in comes the clamps.
I'm greasing up my hoosits. Whoa, whoa, clamps.
So we're trying to get it off. Those right there. Oh, and that's success. Woo! Unhooked from that and round two. Oh, this is working great. Oh yeah. That worked out perfectly. Thank you so much. Deck looks solid. Coming back, looking at this truck, I'd love if I could actually take the setup to make this a tilt deck. There's not a lot to it. Just this pin area here and that hydraulic ram there. And then this is the hydraulic area in here. Ooh, those are pretty rusty though. That's all gonna have to be replaced. But I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I should probably take these tires though. These are brand new. Oh yeah, there's cracks in there. What a shame. Somebody bought brand new tires and then just parked it. It's like these cats know that I'm just about to take the bike. And that's the next pickup right here is this FJ1100. Same bike I've got in my living room.
The Yamaha FJ1100, designed to dominate all others. The fastest Yamaha street bike ever. Built for the most demanding riders in the world. Yamaha riders.
And now I'm gonna have a spare because I need a couple of these little parts. I mean, if you need a lever, you may as well just get a whole new bike, right? That's the easiest way to get a lever. Everybody knows that. Next up, gotta save it. It's what brought me here after all. And I probably wouldn't be able to live with myself if I left that green shade in here. There it is. That thing is sick. Oh shit. Hold on, you're almost hitting the cab here. Turn that way. Okay, now wait. And now you're almost touching here, but you're actually gonna be able to thread the needle. Go straight in.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Sold 4 of the vehicles, covering $8.5 grand of my original cost, with the remaining 15 units now part of my collection at a final price of $300 each, plus my time. It is absolutely nuts to me that that is my last time at the property. I'm all done. Between myself and Jay Saving Classic Cars, who I also put on the property, there were around 25 to 30 vehicles saved out of there. So I'm pretty happy and proud of that fact, but it does make me think about all the properties that exist where there isn't someone like myself coming in trying to save what's good. Just all of the vehicles vehicles that get crushed make me very sad. So if you happen to know any of these properties near Alberta and crushed, hit me up. Happy to come in and save them.